Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thanks for stopping by to check out today's video. My name is Ashlee and I am a homeschooling mom of 4. Today I am going to be answering a lot of your guys' DMs and questions on which curriculum do I prefer, having now used Sonlight for a few years and then now being almost to the halfway point of our school year with using the good and the beautiful. Which curriculum do I like better? Which curriculum do I feel like is a better fit for my family? So of course, you know, I have to lead into this video with a little bit of a disclaimer. This is going to be my personal preference. I am in no way, shape, or form telling you that you should do exactly what I do. I'm just going to be stating what I prefer and what I think is working better for my kids. So without further delay, I will go ahead and start with language arts. Previously, I had used Sonlight's language arts for quite 2 years, and now this year we have been using the good and the beautiful language arts for all of my kids. So I've been able to see quite a few levels already working differently for each kiddo. So if you want to see the pieces of curriculum that each company includes for the language arts portion of your homeschool, then you should watch my flip through videos. That will show you what comes with each one and it'll give you a better understanding. For the sake of the video, I did bring up a few pieces. So if you're unfamiliar, this is going to be really quick. And like I said, I recommend going and watching my flip through videos. But I brought up Sonlight Language Arts 4.5. Now this is an older version, but nonetheless, it's still pretty similar. So when you order language arts from Sonlight, you get a language arts guide and you get the readers. So there's definitely more than one book that come with it, and you get student sheets. Now the student sheet is the portion of the language arts broken down like A, B, C, D, or day 1, day 2. Actually, I think it's day. And then that's just the piece they do that day. And then Sonlight recommends that you do spelling separately. So they do have some spelling words in here. And that is really what their language arts provides. Now, with the good and the beautiful, you get geography and grammar memorization cards. These are the ones my son is currently working on, but it's quite a large stack, so that's a component of your language arts. You also get, this is also level 5, I forgot to say, what is this? This is level 5. So, you know, a good grade comparison. With the good and the beautiful, you get a level 5 course companion, which contains all the spelling words, all the answers in the back. It gives you how to diagram a sentence. It gives you sentence dictation exercises. It gives you editing. It has some stories in it. It has all the definitions for conjunctions, prepositions, independent clauses, dependent clauses. It has maps. It has poetry memorization. So you get your geography and grammar cards, you get this course companion that has a ton of stuff in it, and these pieces you're using every single day. With the good and the beautiful, you also get 2 readers. This is one of them, but the other one looks exactly the same, of course, with different information. And then you get your course book. And your course lessons in here are not just tiny little chunks. They are pretty in-depth and extensive. In my opinion, not over the top, just right, but challenging, which is what I want. I want my kids to be very strong in writing and English, and these have art components. These have reading components. They have editing. They have essays. I mean, I could go on and on and on. They have geography thrown in with map work. They have picture study for artwork. So, judging by that explanation, I think you can tell that my personal preference for language arts is by far the good and the beautiful. language arts with Sonlight truly does not even compare. It's not even in the same ballpark. And that is just my opinion, and we are all entitled to our own opinion, so nobody get mad at me. I am not defaming their company. I am just saying that the Good and the Beautiful's language arts is incredible, and I will use it for the foreseeable future. Like long term, I'm talking all the levels. It is that fantastic. Now, comparing the Good and the Beautiful's history with the Sonlight's history gets a little bit more tricky, because Sonlight is their history, it was history, Bible, and literature all woven together. And with the Good and the Beautiful, it's a little bit different. So I really don't feel like you can compare those two history programs, because they are very different. They're very different in their approach. Sonlight is a literature-based program, so all of the learning is done through reading of books. And the Good and the Beautiful definitely has the read aloud component and, of course, reading information, but there's a lot of audio recordings and map work and fun things and games, and I just feel like they are way too different to really draw comparison to one or the other. But I will tell you my personal preference for history for my kids, again, is the Good and the Beautiful over Sonlight. The one thing that I feel like Sonlight really does well is instill a love of reading in your children and in yourself. So although the Good and the Beautiful has read aloud suggestions for our history units, I am doing more reading than that, because that reading to my children has become such a valued thing in our homeschool. So that is one thing that I am taking, that I learned being a teacher, utilizing Sonlight into the Good and the Beautiful. But the Good and the Beautiful really truly just fits my family so well this year. And the history is very thorough without being too much, in my opinion. I'm never like, oh my gosh, I have to do history today. I don't feel that way, and that is huge. As a homeschooling mom, you need to be enjoying the materials you're using and the pace that you're using them at. And if at any point you start to not want to do a certain thing, then that's probably a sign to you. Not that you should toss it right then, maybe you should, but it's just kind of a sign that maybe it's not the best fit for your family. So I will say that my unanimous vote between the two curriculum companies is the Good and the Beautiful, and that is my honest opinion, and you guys will see that as I continue to share my homeschooling journey here with you on YouTube. I always give you my honest opinion. I loved using Sonlight while I was using it, but that was before I knew of the Good and the Beautiful, and I feel like last year I probably could have saved myself a lot of borderline homeschool mom burnout, if I'm being honest, trying to juggle so many things, if I would have had a resource that I could use for all my kids. So I hope this helps any of you moms out there who are wondering between the two companies which one I like more. That's just where I'm at. So again, just my opinion, take it for what it is, take it as a grain of salt, totally fine with me, but a lot of you have asked, so I wanted to share. So I hope you guys are doing well, enjoying your homeschool years. For those of you that are just getting started, I am praying for you and hoping that you have a wonderful year. And if you guys have any questions or feedback for me, post it down in the comments below. I always love to chat with you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my